There's a real need in the sector to understand more about where army collections fit within social, economic, political stories that tell the history of the nation. Part of our strategy is to develop lots of different events, lots of different networking and training opportunities that help people who work in the sector to come together to understand more about how what they do is relevant to all these different types of organisations and how they can make their collections more relevant to different audiences.
I'm Sonia Raspberry. I'm a freelance museum consultant and I specialise in doing access and learning and project management.
Obviously the course today about interpretation of collections, that's the primary thing that we should do as curators, is we hold three-dimensional objects relating to people who serve the regiment, and the idea is to tell the stories of those objects and tell the stories of those people. So wanted to get up to date on latest display techniques and ideas about how to interpret the collections.
What I was going to do is just go over the current legislation, because obviously we've moved on from the Disability Act, how this links to accreditation standard as well, because it's always quite a relevant one for most people. And then I was going to talk a little bit about the ACE creative case as well. I was going to look at considering barriers to access for visitors and how we might reduce them. What we're going to do for that as well is undertake a mini audit. So the Royal Hospital is going to let us loose on the exhibitions down in the museums. Access is important to all aspects of what you do. It should be applied to all aspects of your services, right from learning to front of house to organisational. So no matter what you're doing within an organisation, you should be considering access as part of what you do and how you deliver your services.
Accessibility isn't just about what we present in exhibitions and galleries, it's also the whole visitor journey. So from crossing the threshold into the museum, the welcoming space, the orientation space, and how we need to encourage visitors and be wary of how visitors engage with those spaces as well.
Yes, I would hope that other corps and regimental museums from around the country would look at attending this sort of event. Lots of regimental museums do exhibitions with no money. A small display with some of the things we've learned today would actually, would enhance that display. Likewise, if you're putting in a massive lottery fund bid, it's worth coming along and listening to some of the things that have been said, because I think they're really useful.
We're delivering a big programme of advice, training, guidance that supports all different people working in the sector to develop their skills, their knowledge, their understanding about how they can look after those collections and make sure that they're really relevant to people in society today.